G'day guys, Josh here. Now I'm going to do our guide here for Nightfox Yoho Challenge Guardian mode, okay? Now, most of you guys are Yohoing already with your 30-70 characters, so you can just basically get your free Greater Honor Leap Stones and get out. But this is for the challenge mode, where you only get one set of workshop materials, but I gotta say right now, it's pretty much a joke, okay? Like at this stage, I can tell you right now, all you need is just to make sure you have your pots, destruction bombs for third phase, and that's about it. This boss fight's very, very easy compared to at Hades, for example, and Levanos. You should have no difficulty doing Nightfox Yoho at this point, given the fact that you've already done Yoho so much. So as you can see with my setup, I only got destruction bombs and pots. The other two items don't really matter. It's woeful drylands. You can find Yoho very, very easily. Now with Yoho as well, just don't fret and panic. It's basically the same fight as before. In fact, you do roughly about the same amount of damage as well. So you're just going to be blasting Yoho very, very quickly. Now, just reiterate over Yoho's mechanics. The best idea for Yoho is generally stay to her, okay? Be very, very close to her unless she is charging. If she is charging, then just be around her side. Don't be in front or behind her. If you're in front or behind her, you get a lot of damage. Now, obviously, the mechanics aren't happening yet on the meantime. So she has a few mechanics, which is the homing balls, the whirlwind. And sometimes with the whirlwind, it can follow up with her clones hitting you as well, so you get double hit. Now, with the charge, generally she does the charge twice, so be aware that she may do the charge again. Also, during the fight as well, she does spawn extra little adds, which you can kill for orbs to do extra damage or to mitigate extra damage as well. Now, overall, as you can see here, that's the Whirlwind Attack where she whirls and has closed Whirlwind. She also has things falling from the sky, a little rain clouds from the sky. They do a bit of damage. For this fight as well, you know, even though we've got a support here as well, you actually don't need a support. Like, a support is helpful, but you should be able to kill Yoho before the support, you know, or any pots are needed. Now, another attack as well, that there's red one of these, like red of the things falling from the sky, and the blue ones. The blue ones just do a lot of damage. The red ones can turn you into a waifu big boober lady. Now, their Yoho fight has 3 phases. Basically, the first phase, she has a special ability where she becomes 90% immune to your damage, or 99% immune to your damage for a bit, and that's it. Phase 2, still the same mechanics, and also this is another mechanic where she just walks and basically the heavens fall down. You're just going to dodge the swirlies on the ground. That's about it. She also has another mechanic as well in Phase 2, a special mechanic, which is the Stagger Check, where if you fail the Stagger Check, basically everyone gets turned into a waifu, basically. She also does go in the air and dive on a random person, so be aware of that as well. And see, there's an example there of her charging twice, so you've got to be very, very aware of it as well. And she can also tail slam you as well. So just be aware of that as well, like those abilities. Overall, they don't do too much damage, and you should be relatively fine throughout this fight. It is very, very easy. This is the blue Starlight pattern, where you just got to dodge the ground. She also does it while she's standing still with the red pattern as well. And this is Phase 2 currently. We'll get to the point where we're going to get to the Stagger Check, which is now. So this is the special ability of this phase, is the Stagger Check. Also as well, at some point during the fight with the fireballs, she can put fire patches down on the ground, which will signify a cross. You just need to stay out of them. They do like 10k damage if you stand in them. So a lot of the damage in this fight is particularly avoidable. And also is quite easy. Even though I'm like you explaining every single mechanic very in depth and very in detail, this fight is quite easy. I figure you should be able to blast through. It should be like your regular Yoho Guardian raids, where you basically just blast a boss in a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, okay? This one's one of the easy ones, guys, which is very, very fortunate. Even though the guide so far is about 3 or 4 minutes long. Also, as well, guys, when she does charge, she has a chance to either charge back or leap. So we've already seen the both patterns where she's leapt back, charged, and stayed there. We've already seen all those patterns. Now, during this phase as well, is that the third phase is that she will also introduce red boulders instead of, and blue boulders as well. If you get hit by the red boulders, there's a chance you might turn into a waifu. So you need to avoid those as well, basically. Now, during this phase as well, is that you'll do half damage to Yoho during Phase 3, and you need to blow up her tail by staggering her. So basically, you got to stagger her first. When you stagger her, you got to attack the tail. It's kind of like Narcina, this big scorpion. And then when you kill the tail, basically you do 4 damage to her. Now, the main difference between this boss and any other boss at the moment as well, with the tail, is that you do not do full damage until the tail is destroyed, okay? Or when the tail lights up. So you see here that the tail does light up. That means you can do full damage to Yoho. So you see it very, very surely. There we go. So basically you can do full damage to Yoho when the thing is lit up. And that's the special ability of the phase, is destroy the tail. Once the tail is destroyed, there's no more special abilities. Now there's a homing shot as well. As you can see, her neck is spinning. It means it's a homing shot's in place, basically. And also, as I said, when you stagger her and you break her tail, you do a double stagger and you can just basically pound the damage into it just like this. Now you can see here that, you know, it hasn't been much usage at all. And you can see it's only been 4 minutes and 40 seconds. We just absolutely destroyed Yoho. And that's how you down Yoho, and that's the abilities for it as well. Now I'm going to say here, I do stream on Twitch, as you guys can see here. Twitch TV, only Josh on TV. This is just, obviously, this is me commenting over a pre-recorded VOD. It's obviously me not doing it. Otherwise, I'm a magician, being able to use all my abilities without my hands. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, just a bit of a consumable update as well. Just only needed pots, and just only need a destruction bomb for the tail if you want to blow up the tail right away. Just remember, the tips are is that if she charges, be prepared for a chargeback or a leap, okay? Chargeback, leap, or she stays, okay? Just be aware of that. So 67% chance that she's coming back to you. If she ever goes up into the air, she will home in on one random person, make sure no one's next to each other, and dodge out. Also, remember as well, always stay close to Yoho, because Yoho has abilities that will damage in the mid-range area. Now, look out for the flames as well. If you're in the flames, you're going to deal a lot of damage. You want to make sure you step out of those. Also, be aware of the phase that you're in. Every time she goes invincible, it means she's switching to her next phase. So if she goes invincible 1, it's phase 2. If she goes invincible a second time, it is phase 3. And be aware of what you need to meet as well. So phase 1, it's just a damage reduction. Phase 2, you need to meet a stagger check. Phase 3, you need to destroy the tail. That's pretty much it, okay? This boss is not hard by any imagination. Like, you could probably just stomp it. You don't really probably need to listen to this guide so much. You should get an easy 4-minute kill. And that's about it. Hope you guys have a great day. See you guys later. Peace out. Bye.